Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential problem. And make sure to stick until the end of the video where I have 3 bonus problems that are similar to this one which you guys can try to solve. Alright, so I have 100 to the power of 200 over 200 to the power of 100. Now, 200, this is the same thing as 2 times 100. So I have 100 to the power of 200 over 2 times 100 to the power of 100. Now, if I have something in the form a times b to the power of m, this is equal to a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So 100 to the power of 200 over 2 to the power of 100 times 100 to the power of 100. Now, this is the same thing as 1 over 2 to the power of 100 times 100 to the power of 200 over 100 to the power of 100. And this is because 2 to the power of 100 is in our denominator, and anything in the denominator is the same thing as 1 over that number. So now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So in this case, I have 100 to the power of 200 over 100 to the power of 100. And this is going to equal 100 to the power of 200 minus 100. 200 minus 100 is equal to 100, so I have 1 over 2 to the power of 100 times 100 to the power of 100. Now, we can go ahead and multiply these two again. So now I'll have 100 to the power of 100 over 2 to the power of 100. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a over b to the power of m. So we are technically, in this case, factoring out our exponent here, because let's say we had 5x plus 15, we would be factoring out 5, right? So in this case, we are factoring out our exponent because both terms share the same exponent, and in this case, both terms share the same factor. So now this would equal 100 over 2 to the power of 100. 100 over 2, this is equal to 50, so I have 50 to the power of 100, and this is our answer. So I have 50 to the power of 10 over 25 to the power of 5. Now, first off, 25 here, this is the same thing as 5 squared. So now I have 50 to the power of 10 over, if I replace 5 squared with 25, I have 5 squared to the power of 5. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m times n. So I have 50 to the power of 10 over 5 to the power of 2 to the power of 5. That's going to equal 5 to the power of 2 times 5. And 2 times 5 is 10, so now I have 50 to the power of 10 over 5 to the power of 10. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is equal to a over b to the power of m. So in this case, 50 to the power of 10 over 5 to the power of 10, this is going to equal 50 over 5 to the power of 10. Now, 50 over 5, that's the same thing as 10. So now I have 10 to the power of 10. And now we can actually simplify this. 10 to the power of 10 is the same thing as 10 multiplied by itself 10 times, right? So I have 10 times 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 10. Well, now we have 10 zeros here, meaning this is the same thing as 1 with 10 zeros. So I have 1 with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 zeros. So now our answer here is going to be 10 billion. So 10 billion is our answer to this problem. All right, so I have 15 to the power of 50 over 3 to the power of 25. Now 15 here, this is the same thing as 5 times 3. So now I have 5 times 3 to the power of 50 over 3 to the power of 25. Now, if I have something in the form a times b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a to the power of m times b to the power of m. So 5 times 3 to the power of 50, this is equal to 5 to the power of 50 times 3 to the power of 50. Now I have this over 3 to the power of 25. Now this can also be written as 5 to the power of 50 times 3 to the power of 50 over 3 to the power of 25. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m over a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m minus n. So 3 to the power of 50 over 3 to the power of 25, that's going to equal 3 to the power of 50 minus 25. And 50 minus 25, that's equal to 25. So now I have 5 to the power of 50 times 3 to the power of 25. Now, 50 here, this is the same thing as 25 plus 25, so I have 5 to the power of 25 plus 25 times 3 to the power of 25. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 5 to the power of 25 plus 25, that's going to equal 5 to the power of 25 times 5 to the power of 25. And I have this times 3 to the power of 25. Now, this can be written as 5 times 5 times 3 to the power of 25. 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 3 is 125, so now I have 125 to the power of 25. Sorry. 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 3 is 75. So now I have 75 to the power of 25. And this is our answer. All right, so I have 5 to the power of 5 over 5 to the power of 5 plus 5 to the power of 3. Now, this is the same thing as 5 to the power of, well, 5, this is the same thing as 3 plus 2. So I'm going to replace the exponent 5 with 3 plus 2 over, same for the 5 for a 5 in our denominator. I'm going to replace that with 5 to the power of 3 plus 2, and then I have my plus 5 to the power of 3. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 5 to the power of 3 plus 2, that's going to equal 5 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 2. Now I have this over 5 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 2 again, and plus 5 to the power of 3. Now, for our denominator, because both terms here have 5 to the power of 3 in them, I'm going to factor out 5 to the power of 3. So now I have 5 to the power of 3 times 5 to the power of 2 plus 1. Now these two 5 to the power of 3's can simply cancel out. So I'll be left with 5 to the power of 2 over 5 to the power of 2 plus 1. Now 5 to the power of 2, this is equal to 25, over 5 to the power of 2 plus 1, this is 25 plus 1. 25 plus 1 is 26, so I have 25 over 26. And this is my answer. Hey guys, welcome back to Click Academics. In today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to solve this exponential problem. And make sure to stick until the end of the video where I actually have 3 bonus problems that are similar to this one, which you guys can try to solve. Alright, so I have 2 to the power of 10 minus 2 to the power of 9. Now 10 here, this is the same thing as 9 plus 1. So if I substitute in 9 plus 1 for 10, I have 2 to the power of 9 plus 1 minus 2 to the power of 9. Now if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 9 plus 1, in this case, a would be 2, m would be 9, and n would be 1. So I'd have a to the power of m, so 2 to the power of 9 times a to the power of n, so 2 to the power of 1. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of 9. Now, because both of these terms have 2 to the power of 9 in them, I can simply factor out 2 to the power of 9. So now I have 2 to the power of 9 times 2 to the power of 9 times 2 to the power of 1 divided by 2 to the power of 9 is simply just 2 to the power of 1, minus 2 to the power of 9 divided by 2 to the power of 9 is 1. 2 to the power of 1 is the same thing as 2, so I have 2 to the power of 9 times 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is 1, so I have 2 to the power of 9 times 1, which is equal to 2 to the power of 9. Now we can actually go ahead and simplify this. So 2 to the power of 9, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4 plus 5, right? And remember, if we have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 4 plus 5, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 5. Now 2 to the power of 4, this is equal to 16, and 2 to the power of 5, this is 32. So I have 16 times 32, and I can actually just go ahead and do this here. 32 times 16, 2 times 6 is 12, 6 times 3 is 18, 18 plus 1 is 19, 1 times 2 is 2, and 1 times 3 is 3. So if I add these together, I get 512. So this means 512 is our answer. Alright, so we have 2 to the power of 18 minus 16. Now, 2 to 18 here, this is the same thing as 9 times 2. So now I have 2 to the power of 9 times 2 minus 16. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is the same thing as a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 9 times 2, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 9 to the power of 2. Now 16, this is the same thing as 4 squared. So now I have 2 to the power of 9 to the power of 2 minus 4 squared. And now, because both of these are to the power of 2, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is equal to 2 to the power of 9 and b is equal to 4. So I have 2 to the power of 9 plus 4 times 2 to the power of 9 minus 4. Now 2 to the power of 9. Let's go ahead and solve for this. So 2 to the power of 9, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 4 plus 5. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 4 plus 5, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 4 times 2 to the power of 5. Now 2 to the power of 4, this is equal to 16. And 2 to the power of 5, this is equal to 32. So I have 16 times 32, which is equal to 512. So now I have 512 plus 4 times 512 minus 4. Now 512 plus 4 is 516, and 512 minus 4 is 508. Now I'm going to go ahead and rewrite these. I'm first going to rewrite 516 as 500 plus 16, and I'm going to rewrite 508 as 500 plus 8. So now multiplying these two is simple. I first distribute the 500. 500 times 500 is 25,000. And, 250,000. And 500 times 8 is 4,000. Now I distribute the 16. 16 times 500, that's going to be 8,000. And 16 times 8, that is going to be 128. Now I'm going to add all of these. So 8,000 plus 128 is 8,128. And 8,128 plus 4,000 is going to be 8,000, okay. So I have 4,000 plus 8,000 plus 128 is 8,128. And now I have 250,000 plus 4,000 plus 8,128 is going to be 12,128. And now 250,000 plus 12,128 is going to be 262,128. So this is our answer. All right, so I have 2 to the power of 20 minus 9. So 2 to the power of 20, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 10 times 2, because 10 times 2 is 20. And now if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this can be written as a to the power of m to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 10 times 2, this can be written as 2 to the power of 10 to the power of 2. And 9, this is the same thing as 3 squared. So now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is equal to 2 to the power of 10, and b is equal to 3. So now I have 2 to the power of 10 plus 3 times 2 to the power of 10 minus 3. Now 2 to the power of 10, let's first go ahead and solve this. This is the same thing as 2 to the power of 5 plus 5. And if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 5 plus 5, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 5 times 2 to the power of 5. Now 2 to the power of 5 is equal to 32, so I have 32 times 32. And I can actually go do this right here. 32 times 32, 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 3 times 2 is 6, and 3 times 3 is 9. So I have 64 plus 9 is 60, 4 plus 0 is 4, 6 plus 6 is 12, so I'm going to carry the 1, and 9 plus 1 is 10. So I have 1,024. So now, because 2 to the power of 10 is 1,024, I have 1,024 plus 3 times 1,024 minus 3. 1,024 plus 3 is 1,027 times 1,024 minus 3 is 1,021. Now I can go rewrite this as 1,000 plus 27 times 1,000 plus 21. And now it's much easier to solve this. I can first distribute the 1,000. So I have 1,000 times 1,000, which is equal to 100,000. Or sorry, 1 million. And 1,000 times 21 is 21,000. Now distribute the 27. 27 times 1,000 is 27,000. And 27 times 21, let's go ahead and do that right here. 7 times 1 is 7. 1 times 2 is 2. 2 times 7 is 14. And 2 times 2 is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So now if I add these, I get 567. So now this is going to be equal to 1,021,000 plus 27,000 is 48,000. So 1,048,000 and 567. All right, so I have 2 to the power of 100 minus 2 to the power of 99. Now 2 to the power of 100, this is the same thing as 2 to the power of 99 plus 1, because 100 is equal to 99 plus 1. So I have 2 to the power of 99 plus 1 minus 2 to the power of 99. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m plus n, this is equal to a to the power of m times a to the power of n. So 2 to the power of 99 plus 1, that's going to equal 2 to the power of 99 times 2 to the power of 1. Now I have this minus 2 to the power of 99. Now, from here, because both terms have 2 to the power of 99, I can go ahead and factor out 2 to the power of 99. So now I have 2 to the power of 99 times 2 to the power of 99 times 2 to the power of 1 divided by 2 to the power of 99, simply 2 to the power of 1. And negative 2 to the power of 99 divided by 2 to the power of 99 is negative 1. 2 to the power of 1 here is the same thing as 2. So now I have 2 to the power of 99 times 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1 is equal to 1, so I have 2 to the power of 99 times 1. And anything times 1 is itself. So I simply am left with 2 to the power of 99.